What is going on, everybody? It's Carl here, and today, you know it, we did the unboxing for the U.S. General side cabinet, the Series 2, and today we are going to be putting that on the Snap-on. Now, it is doable. It's not as like a direct swap as putting it on the actual U.S. General box, but it is doable and you can do it. So I've already kind of took the time we've already hung it up here, and it does fit pretty good. The only thing is so I've already drew out where I got to drill the bolt holes. And the only thing is I can't utilize the bottom holes because the cabinet hangs lower than the Snap-on box. And I think the Snap-on, the bottom of the box sits about right here. And there's not a lot of, there's not going to be a lot of material where I can drill and put bolts through. So I think the top should be fine, so I won't need to go buy any bolts. I'm just going to use the ones they supplied. The only question is where those holes are, is if I'll be able to get access to them once I take the drawer out, if there's not any structure on the inside. So what I got to do is I got to empty all these sockets and everything out, and it's going to suck. And then I got to take the drawer off, and then I'll find out if it's even possible. I mean, the cabinet sits on there with the little arms just fine, but I kind of want to have at least the bolts on the top to keep the box mounted flush, so it's not going to move and slide around and everything. That's kind of the goal. And I'm thinking, so once I get that cabinet on, that is going to go on the side of the cabinet, and I think these two will. And then I went and bought like a paper towel holder and all that. So we're going to be pretty set here. And I was thinking I'd keep my gun rack off the backside where it is right now. I kind of like it like that way. And then, I was kind of thinking too, when I get the side drawers, that kind of cabinet for this side, I may just shove this kind of right next to that, and I think that would fit pretty nicely. But I don't know yet. That's in the future. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. I already got the drawer out of the side cabinet, but I realized I'm not even going to use those holes really, so it doesn't really matter. So I'll put that back in. I'll get the drawers emptied out, and then I'll see where we're at. So I got all my tools out of the top drawer, and we got the top drawer out completely. And what I saw when I looked up in here is you cannot get to the backside at all where these bolts are going to go through. Almost impossible. But as you can see, what I did is where I marked the holes, I used some riv nuts, and I drilled them out to the riv nut size that matched, and I bolted the cabinet on that way. So now I don't have to worry about trying to get a nut back in there to bolt it together. And it seemed to work fairly well. Also, as you can see, I just found some bolts I had laying around that worked pretty good. Put a washer on, even though it's already reinforced with this plate because of the little legs. But yeah, what I got to do now is put the drawer back in. We'll put all the tools back in, but then we're gonna find a place for pretty much everything. I got aerosol cans everywhere. And so we're going to get some stuff put away in here, and it's going to be pretty sweet to actually finally have room to work on stuff. So let's do it. So I got the drawer back in. Don't have the tools in yet, but I did figure out what these bolts go to. So on the bottom of the U.S. General box, there's some riv nuts, kind of like what we use to attach this to the Snap-on box, but these bolts are made for the riv nuts that they use, the bigger ones. And then the smaller ones are for the holes where you would put the handle on your toolbox so you can move it around. So that's what the top bolts go to where the handle go, the small ones. And then the bottom go to the riv nuts that they have on the bottom of the box. And then obviously they have the riv nuts on the top here, so like you could do a whole top cabinet on top if you wanted, for all the options they had at the time. So yeah, I figured it out. Unfortunately, I don't need any of that hardware, so yeah, I just wanted to show you guys that. So I got all my sockets and ratchets back into the top drawer, and then I also reorganized a couple other drawers, and I got a lot of stuff in the cabinet now, so I'll show you what I got. So pretty much the whole top is all aerosol cans of paints, you know, cleaners and lubricants and all that. And then down below here we got oils, you know, we got gasket makers, you know, materials to use. You know, when you use all that stuff, I got tape in the back. So it all works out pretty nice. Some of this down here isn't official yet, but, and then I got a few things in this bottom drawer here. I got a respirator and my electric tools, just miscellaneous kind of like odd shaped tools are in here right now. Not sure if it's going to be a permanent place for those yet. I don't know. We'll see. You know, I do plan on, like I said, getting the side drawer cabinet deal there so I can have extra room for tools. But then the top drawer here, I kind of reorganized it, so I kind of kept to all my sockets and stuff on one side, and then my kind of ratchets in the middle and miscellaneous sockets and extensions. So I think it fits a little better. What I kind of want to do is, like I said, when I get the other kind of side box deal there, I think all the ratchets are going to go in the one drawer, and so we can kind of get rid of a few things out of here, and then we can add more sockets and stuff. And then I, of course, you know, since I was messing around, I cleaned up the I call it like the drill bit slash, you know, attachment drawer for die grinders, all that. It's all kind of the similar stuff, and I haven't really done anything with that drawer. I haven't changed anything there. So yeah, I kind of got it all back together. And I also stopped at Harbor Freight. So we picked up an iPhone charger. We also picked up a nice set of Sawzall blades because they were on sale for like, I don't know, it was like $5.99 or something. And then another dealio for a cutoff wheel attachment, mandrel. And I picked up a magnetic power strip, so I can have all my flashlights on my box, since I got all this room now for magnetic stuff, which is awesome. See, I got my funnel holder right here. You know, this is usually for just oil funnels, but I got that right there. So I'll probably stick the power strip on the back side, and then we can set up my charging station for the batteries, and I can charge my iPhone, can charge the flashlights. So it's kind of nice that I got some of this stuff. So I'm going to do all that real quick, and we'll see how it turns out. So I got more things cleaned up, and I got more things put away kind of where they're going to go. And I forgot to show you guys this, but I got the paper towel holder on the side here. I got the glove holder. And then I got my grinding mask. And then I got my acetylene torch mask, or face shield, sorry, which works pretty nice. And then I got the magnetic power strip on there. And then we got the two plugins for the flashlights. And then we got the plug-in for the DeWalt, and we got the phone charger. And as you can see, we got extra room for a couple other things, you know, for the future. So yeah, it's pretty much all set. And then I set my miscellaneous automotive light bulbs up here. You know, you never know when you're working on cars, you need to replace a bulb. I probably got it. So yeah, so I'll slowly put more things away, but I appreciate everyone. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.